Hello friends, this is Ryan Hicks of TaughtToProfit.com. Today I want to talk to you about what entity you should set your business up as. Unfortunately today, many people are just blindly going with an LLC. They're saying, well, I need an LLC because I read a book and that guy suggested an LLC, so it must be a good idea because he had a good business. Listen, the reality is you have different businesses from each individual. Everybody has a different, unique business. Even if you're in the same industry, you may have a different take on it. And what you plan on doing is a huge determining factor in what entity you should choose. Maybe you need to stay a sole proprietor. You may say, well, I don't have any protection. Well, you don't have any sales either. What do you need protection from? What do you need? What asset protection do you need when you haven't sold anything or you have barely any sales? Maybe an S-Corporation is perfect for you. Maybe an LLC is perfect for you. Maybe a regular C-Corporation. And there's a number of new variety of corporations coming out that have different bases. But the point is, you need to talk to a professional. Not blindly go because somebody said this. That way when you know, when you formed your corporation or your LLC or whatever it may be, you know that this was based on the best information you had, and this was the wise decision for you and your business. Do you plan on having people invest in your business and by buying parts of it? Or do you want partners to come into your business to work with you and invest and become a partner? These are all things you have to look at. How many employees you're going to have? Are you going to have employees at all? All of these things come together and factor into what entity you should be looking at. This is why you need to talk to an attorney that handles these things. You could even talk to companies that maybe form LLCs and corporations, but don't just go with one that only does LLCs or only does corporations, because they're going to sell you on the thing they provide. They're not going to tell you, well, you don't need a corporation if that's what all they do is C corporations. And they're not going to tell you, well, you don't need an LLC when that's all they do is LLCs. They're going to sell you the product they have to offer. So if you find some place that does all of these various entities and you can look in them and ask them questions and tell them what you're doing, maybe they can provide you the best information for your particular situation. Not for somebody else's situation, not what worked for somebody else, what works for you. And also you have to factor in what works for your future, what plans you have. That can be very important in determining whether you go from LLC or you go with a C corporation or you go with an S corporation or you just stay a sole proprietor. My friends, I pray it's been a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.